Today we are going to discuss the application softwares useful for studying the Hebrew Bible. First one is the Hebrew Greek Interlinear Bible. The software name is hagiostech.com. It is a free software. There you get the Hebrew Bible, the corresponding English translation, and the Strong's Dictionary support. The second important software is Hebrew Audio Bible with Text. The name of the software is Hebrew Bible Reader from the Torah Educational Software Group. Here you get the Hebrew Bible, English translation, and the Hebrew audio support. Mind you, it is a paid software. Of course, you can get all the books first chapter free. For going to the second chapter in any book, you have to buy the book. The cost of each book is around rupees 140. Genesis 140, Exodus 140. Any book you want, you can buy. I repeat, two softwares, hagiostech.com and Hebrew Bible Reader. Now, I am going to tell you how to download the above softwares, then how to use the above softwares. For downloading the first software, you have to type Hebrew English Interlinear Bible. Then you have to select the Hebrew English Interlinear Bible, hagiostech.com. I repeat, you have to type Hebrew English Interlinear Bible, then you have to select the hagiostech.com. For downloading the second software, you have to type Torah Educational Software. Then you have to download the Hebrew Bible Reader. I repeat, for downloading the second software, you have to type Torah Educational Software and underneath you have to download the Hebrew Bible Reader. Now, how to use the above softwares. First, Hebrew Greek Interlinear Software. When you tap the button, it will come like this. The top left button gives the name of the book, chapter and verse. When you click, you will get a display page where you can select the book, chapter and verse. You can select any book, any chapter, then the verse. I repeat, the top left button you click, you can select the book, chapter and verse. Okay, from one verse to another you can go from sliding. One verse, before, after. Then the settings button is on the top right side. Select the settings. Here the first three, keep screen on. Second one is the night mode. This is very useful and it decreases the eye strain. The third one is the interlinear font size. I suggest extra large to decrease eye strain as well as for getting a clear view of the Hebrew letters. I repeat, the top left corner you have the chapter, verse and chapter number and verse number. Top right side you have the settings button. When you go through the verse, you will get the corresponding English translations and you get a number below every word. These numbers are the Strong's Concordance Dictionary numbers. When you tap a number, it will go to the Strong's Dictionary giving the meaning and the usage of the word. Tap any number and you will get the dictionary page. And another important information which you will get is how the particular word is used. The grammatical form in which a particular word is used you can get for each word. I repeat, the numbers below every Hebrew word depicts the Strong's Concordance, Strong's Dictionary number. When you tap, you will get the dictionary setup. And above every word, you will get the grammatical form of the word which is used. When you tap, you will get a detailed explanation of the grammatical structure of the particular word. Now coming to the second software, Hebrew Bible Reader. Here again you have the top left corner settings button. There you have to select the read, translate. The third one, use Hebrew book names. You need not use it in the beginning because you may be confused. Then you have the instructions, you go and read it. Then the selecting dialect, there you will have 3 dialects, Ashkenazi, Hasidic and Sephardi. For a beginner, the Sephardi dialect will be very useful because it is more in correlation with the letters. Then the bottom, this is play button. When the whole verse goes on playing. I suggest another option. You pause the video and you tap each word. In this way you can be very clear about the word pronunciation and its meaning. Tap one word at a time. And the bottom right corner you have another settings button, the shape of a wheel. This is used to decrease or increase the speed of the Hebrew reading. Ideally it will be at number 1 position. You can decrease it to up to 0.5 or even increase it to 2. If you are not clear about any pronunciation, you can pause, you can decrease the audio speed to 0.5 and get the audio again. I repeat, your top left corner you have the settings button, read and translate. Need not use the third one. You read the instructions. Selecting the dialect, Sephardi dialect is good for the beginner. Then you have the pause and play button. You keep the button in the pause mode and you select each word and it will give the word pronunciation plus the meaning. The bottom right corner you have a wheel shaped button which is used for decreasing or increasing the audio speed. Okay, both these softwares are good, but there are certain problems. The Hagios software, you have certain Hebrew spelling mistakes and sometimes even some translation mistakes. The Hebrew Bible reader, sometimes the English translation is wrong. Example, Exodus chapter 20, the English translation is wrong. How this happens is, sometimes a particular verb, a particular verse does not get translated. So the next verse will get the translation of the previous verse. Actually, it is actually misrepresenting of translation, but still you have to be very careful about this. What I suggest is you use both softwares simultaneously and compare. When you use both softwares, you can detect the errors and minimize the errors. I repeat, both the softwares have some mistakes. The Hagios has some Hebrew spelling mistakes and even some English translation error. The Hebrew Bible reader, sometimes the English translation is not correct. It has happened because sometimes a particular verse does not get translated and a particular verse English translation goes to the next verse. Example, Exodus chapter 20, here the translation is incorrect. To decrease the translation software errors and to identify them, I suggest you use both softwares simultaneously to minimize and detect errors.